Okay, it looks like I'm live. At least it's telling me I'm live. So we'll give it a minute. I guess I could check that on my phone, couldn't I? All right. So I promised everyone that I would be streaming at 9, so I started this a little early. Well, let me go grab my phone and see if this is working. I'm back. So I did a fair amount of live streaming during the pandemic lockdown, and I haven't done it for a long time. So I'm just trying to see if I even remember how to do this. Let me see here. Well, it says there's a live broadcast. Hey, check it out. They see me. All right. I don't think I need to have all this bandwidth going through my router, but it seems to be holding up okay. Um, anyway, I'll turn that back off. So, okay. Well, so welcome to everyone to my experimental live broadcast. Uh, this intercession, the time between the fall semester and the spring semester, I've been working with a group of students in a class called Studio One, so our Computer Systems Studio One, I think is the official name. But we're experimenting with different computer technologies, um, and normally this class runs once a week over 16 weeks, but we're compressing it down and putting it into the space between Christmas break and the beginning of the semester. So uh, the spring semester begins next week on Tuesday, I believe, and so we're just going over some projects that we would have done um, over 16 weeks. It's probably not feasible to do all of the projects, but we picked out some of the good ones, I think. And so what we're looking at today is a program called Alice. So anyone that might happen to see this that doesn't know what I'm talking about, that's Alice is a good open source platform to learn not only some programming concepts but also 3D virtual world concepts. So it's warning me this project that I'm looking at is not the same version as my software, but it should work for me. But I don't know. I haven't tried to do this while I'm live streaming before either. Okay. Oh wow. So this one is Sean's. So if in our class, and I'm seeing this for the first time. Some of these I've viewed already, and some of them I haven't seen yet. So, but if you've never seen Alice before, this is kind of the programming interface. You don't have to type any code. These are all they're drag and drop blocks that um, anyone with an interest can jump in and start learning kind of how programming works here. So here we've got a program set up by Sean. If you click, so this is the code view, and if you click the setup the scene, then it makes the window bigger, and you can take a look around and see how he's set up a 3D virtual world. And so we'll go back to the edit code part, and I'm going to click run. Then hopefully everyone can see this on the stream, and you can watch it here with me. So let me restart it so I can see what's going on. I wonder what Steve's up to. Whoa, whoa. I may have to pause a little bit here. This dialogue's going pretty fast, but that's okay. That can be fixed. Steve said you might need help with something. So, wow, what's his problem? I'm hungry. I hate the moon. Why three PhDs? Why did they send us to the moon? So they were supposed to tell a story using Alice and have it be somewhat related to the career path that they're on. All right, so Sean, we're gonna we'll push pause on this, but I'm just gonna give some feedback right now that'll probably help to make this a little bit easier to read. So in Alice, each character has different things they can do. They can think, they can say, they can move around. So these thought bubbles and these say bubbles, they have a default speed of pretty darn fast when they pop up. So if you don't tell them to stay on the screen a little bit longer, then it goes a little too fast to read a lot of times. So all you have to do to fix that is you go to the add detail and you click this duration option, and then you can just expand that out, and you can set a custom length as well. 1 second might be too short, 2 seconds might be too short, but 10 seconds might be too long, so you might want a 5 in there. I don't, but let's just use 2 for now, and I'm going to experiment here and put 2s on several of these just to kind of see how that goes. So run this again. I only got 3 statements on there, but let's see what happens. I wonder what Steve is up to. Good morning. What brings you out here today? Thought I'd see what my favorite science. All right, so 2 seconds is a little bit. Yeah, there it's back to the speed where it doesn't. So I don't know if two's probably in long enough to read most of them, but you might. Since I already set those, we'll just leave them. What are you doing today? I'm going to change that to 10 and that to 10. That seems a little bit long, but and so one more. Let's do the custom duration of about 5 seconds. Heck, let's do one more. So this will just give you a feel for what's possible in here. All right, one more time. What Steve is up to. Good morning. What brings you out here today? Thought I'd see what my favorite scientist is up to. What are you doing? Okay, this one was like the 10-second long one. That's a little too long, isn't it? Well, we seem to have found the location of an alien spacecraft. Another 10-second. Right now I've been trying to determine how to get to it and how long it's been there. That one was 5. Oh wow, 5. And then it's just going to go fast again. All right, so anyway, good job for a first effort on telling a story with Alice. It still needs a little bit of tweaking on here, but this is a great start on storytelling with Alice. All right, let's look at another project then. So I'll go to. I'm not going to save those changes. I'll leave that up to Sean to make edits to improve it. And I'll go to browse, downloads. All right, so now we have, next up is Nathan. Let's see what Nathan has to offer. All right. So it looks like he's got a little bit of dialogue going on here. Let's see how this ooh, some camera motion here. Hello, Tony. Hi, hello, Tanya. How's school going? It's going well. See, even some waves in there, some hand waves. That's good. Glad to hear. Oh, I missed that one. All right, I'm gonna just watch here instead of comment. Let me watch the whole thing once. All right. Hello, Tony. Hello, Tanya. How's school going? It's going well, thank you. Even a head nod. I'm glad to hear that. So, is machine learning the same as artificial learning? Artificial intelligence. They're actually two separate fields, but are often lumped into the same category. Machine learning is a process where the machine is being trained to accomplish I ran out of time. Artificial intelligence, on the other hand, is a broader concept where machines are trained in such a way they can make their own decisions, just like the human brain. Sounds like some real Skynet Terminator stuff to me. That makes more sense. Thanks for explaining it to me. No problem. I'm glad you asked about it. He definitely thinks I'm taking over the world with robots. Okay, good story. And you did the assignment. You told a story and also worked in some some information about your chosen major. And I really like the head nods, a little bit of trying to get some realistic animation. And what we discovered, there's been some chats online and stuff behind the scenes where it's fairly complicated to get these models, these human models, to move because every piece of them, their arm, their elbow, their head, their neck, all of those, they're different objects, and you have to send a command to move it. So in many ways, if anyone interested in studying robotics, this is actually a kind of a good first taste of that, because you've got a model of something like a robot where you have to control each individual part and give it instructions on how to move. So um, I don't know if our robotics people are even familiar with this. So this might be a good place to start with beginners or kids in elementary or middle school even could probably do this. So, all right. So good. That's a good job, Nathan. Let's go on to the next project. Open file. Of course, I didn't put it in the default folder, so I have to hunt for it every time, but that's all right. Hooray, Tea Party. Okay. Let's see what this one looks like. All right. Whoa, cameras. Here we have a scene that I can only find in the farthest reaches of my mind. Oh, we got a little Rod Serling action here. I can vividly recall this happening during the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, but it will be very quick, but please enjoy. Switch places. Look at him walk. How did you find out how to make him walk? Now, in an older version of Alice, some characters had a built-in walk routine. Did you find characters that had a walk routine? Or did you have to program each step? I'm very curious about that. So I wasn't able to find characters that knew how to walk. All right. So I didn't catch all the dialogue because I was stunned to see the characters walking. Let's try it again. Here we have a scene that I can only find in the farthest reaches of my mind. I can vividly recall this happening during Mad Hatter's Tea Party, but I can't find the source to which it belongs. It will be very quick, but please enjoy. Switch places. I remember the Mad Hatter and his party being almost completely incomprehensible. They would do and say things that did not make sense in the slightest, and I used to feel unnerved at the thought of attending an event. But it must have been a figment of my imagination, because I cannot find any such thing occurring in media. I plan to reread the books, but for now, that's my recollection of the Mad Hatter's Tea Party. Okay, well, there's, I know there's a Disney movie of Alice in Wonderland, but and I don't have a lot of detailed recollection of how that works either. But okay, so you showed us a piece of the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, and by the way, the Alice in this digital world software that we're working on, that's who Alice is. That's who this software is named after. It's Alice in Wonderland. So all right, good story. Okay, and that was Teray. Um, let's try to see who's next on the list then. Downloads. Brandon. Okay. Let's see what this like. Hello. Hiya. It's great to see you again. Likewise, what have you been up to? Oh, just learning things about AI. That's awesome. Like you're making a robot? Not quite, but more like how it thinks and behaves. So you're like a psychologist, but for robots. Not really. AI goes through data and gives information in a digestible manner. Oh, my head hurts. Wow. I knew AI was powerful, but geez. Well, I don't want you to have to faint again, so I will talk to you later. It's great seeing you again. I can't wait to hear about what you learn next. Okay. All right. A little bit quick to read, but not too bad. That was Brandon's work. All right, so good. Not only did you tell us a story, but you worked in your career field as well. So good job. All right, let's see. How many more were there? Browse. Two more. Logan. Okay, yes. Framework Island. Hey, Freya, how are you doing today? I'm doing great. I was just noticing a severe lack of JavaScript frameworks. Lack of frameworks? Does she live on an island? I guess so. Interesting. Perhaps you could write your own framework. You know what? You've convinced me. I think I will. The end. Okay, good. So JavaScript frameworks worked into the context of a story. Nice. All right. And I can see. So some of you are seeing how to animate the camera then, because the camera is in an object in this world as well. Very nice. All right. Let's go back to. We had one more to look at. Kylie and Yeti AI. Looks like a lot of dialogue here. Okay, here we go. Hello, Eddie. Hello, Nettie. Eddie, do you know anything about AI? Have you heard of Chat GPT? I heard New York City public schools banned it. I heard that too, but it's actually okay. Okay, it's going a little too fast. Can be used for all sorts of things. It could write novels. A 11-year-old made an entire video game. Can't wait to see what. Yay, yay. Chat GPT. Okay. So same thing as what we talked about with Sean, Kylie. If you could just slow it down, the dialogues a little bit, and this is perfect. You worked in your field and told us a story. So yeah, let's see. So where they're saying, yeah, you just go in here and instead of changing it so we can play it again, let's just look through the code and you can read it too. So have you heard of Chat GPT? New York Public Schools banned it. Uh, they're working on something that will tell the user whether the text was generated by GPT-3. I believe this, I was playing with one of these, and I think this might have been the one, Chat GPT. And the big concern is that you could have it write term papers. It will. That's why schools are banning it, because you don't even really have to think to write a paper. You can just tell it to write a paper, and it'll generate one for you using artificial intelligence. So it's a language model. It could write novels, create video games, programming. An 11-year-old created an entire video game using GPT-3. So can't wait to see what the future holds. Okay. All right. So very good. Very good to everyone then. Yeah, I didn't get a story from everyone, but I hope the ones that are still working will submit one soon and we get a chance to look at those as well. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and end this recording, and I will talk to you later.